What's up, YouTube? I'm here this time with my third and probably my final Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale haul. I have been to 3 additional stores that recently opened up in my area. I'm in Northern Virginia, by the way, in the DC Metro, so I went to Tyson's Corner. By the way, if you're in the area, Tyson's Corner, at least in my experience, had the best selection out of every store that I've been to. Went to Tyson's Corner. I went to, I don't know what the name of this shopping plaza is, but there's a shopping plaza in Manassas by Bull Run Park or whatever, I don't know, anyway. It's out there, also Manassas Mall. So if you're in the Northern Virginia area, that's where I went. It's where this stuff is from. Like I said, Tyson's Corner, at least in my experience, was the best selection that I've seen in any store in Northern Virginia, at least the ones that I go to or like would go to. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right in and get started. I have a whole lot going on here, so yeah, let's get into it. All right, so I kind of grouped these by type of item. So the store that I got these from is just kind of like I don't even remember anymore. But the first thing is something that surprised even me. I picked up a candle holder. This has just the wraparound pineapple with the green sparkly lid. It's showing up a little silver because of the glare here, but it is gold. This originally went for $12.50. I got it for half off. I actually picked this up today. So I picked this up at the Manassas Mall location, again, if you're in Northern Virginia. Got it for half off. I thought that they had like an okay selection of half off candle holders, but definitely not all of them. So if you're looking at a candle holder and you are only willing to pay for it if it's half off, then make sure that you ask an associate so you're not surprised at the counter. So yeah, like I said, originally $12.50, got it for $6.25. So I am moving 3 weeks from today, right? No, less than that, 20 days from today. So yeah, in my next apartment, I will be able to burn candles. So I decided to pick up a candle holder. I haven't had a candle holder in years. And even then, I've only had one other candle holder. I don't really fuss over seasonal stuff per se when it comes to like decor and whatever. However, maybe this is weird, but like I love pineapple decor just because pineapples are a symbol of hospitality. Like I really like them. So I decided to pick this up. I could use this year round. So yeah, it's summery, but like in my mind, I really don't care. So I liked it. And I'm looking forward to burning some candles next year. And by next year, I mean like starting in the fall. Okay. I also picked up a lot of travel size stuff. So I'll get into that. All this travel size stuff was 75% off. I picked up 2 travel size shower gels in the Fiji Sunshine Guava Teeny. This to me smells actually kind of just like nondescript sugary fruit. To me, it kind of smells almost like a fruity bubble gum. Like a lot of this stuff, you know, I don't love it enough to get it in a full-sized trio, especially because the full-size items are like $5 or $5.95, 75% off. I don't even know. But I don't like it enough to get it in full size, but I liked it enough to get it in a travel size. And then once I actually start traveling, whenever that's gonna be COVID, then this will come in handy. So I'm really happy to have this. And you know, I'm glad that I only have it in a travel size. I feel like I'll be able to enjoy it enough, but then also be ready to move on. The next travel size items I picked up are 2 more shower gels in Black Cherry Merlot. Correct me if I'm wrong, did Black Cherry Merlot come out in 2015, like for the fall time? Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. But yeah, Black Cherry Merlot. I can be a little bit back and forth with whether or not I like Black Cherry Merlot. Like I like it in a candle and I like it in soaps. But I just don't know that I like it enough to wear it all over my body. However, I smelled this just kind of like on a whim because it was on the 75% off table and I actually quite enjoyed it. You know, it smells really nice in a shower gel. Again, I don't like it enough where I would really want to wear it on my body all day, but as a shower gel, like a travel size, I can get down with that. Speaking of Black Cherry Merlot, I also picked up a travel size of the 24-hour moisture body cream. Back in the day, and this is what I mean like 2015, when they had their hand creams that were in this type of bottle and about this size, I had a hand cream in Black Cherry Merlot. So the texture of the body creams is different, it's thicker. But yeah, I just decided that, you know, I remember really enjoying that hand cream. And so I decided to essentially pick up a hand cream, even though it's not a hand cream, but same kind of thing. Speaking of which, I also picked up one in whipped vanilla chiffon. Here are the keynotes. So wild vanilla bean, spun sugar, white peach blossom. Same kind of thing. I had been eyeing this whipped vanilla chiffon for a while, decided I didn't like it enough to get a full size, yada, yada, yada. Full sizes were only 50% off, so definitely not into that, especially without a coupon. But I did like it enough to buy it in this travel size cream. So I can envision myself taking this to work or just kind of generally having it in my purse. So I think that that would be a nice use for that. Oh, and whipped vanilla chiffon, by the way, if you haven't smelled it, I think it's nice. I think it is different than warm vanilla sugar. To me, warm vanilla sugar is more gourmand, it's more edible, whereas this has more, at least I think, of like a floral or a musk. There's something about it that would make me not want to eat this fragrance, if you know what I mean. It's still nice though, so yeah. If you want kind of like, almost like a floral, musky, maybe like a sandalwoody type of vanilla, then that's probably more up your alley. Speaking of which, I picked up also two travel size shower gels in it. And my last two travel size items I purchased were these. It was kind of a gem that I found. So a travel size of the champagne apple and honey. Let me see when this was manufactured. Because I don't think this was the packaging from last year, right? Yeah, it says 2019. I guess it was last year. I don't know. Huh. Mystery. I don't know. Am I out of my mind? Is this older packaging? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter, but I picked up two of these, again, 75% off. My, like, you guys know that I'm not a pumpkin person, I'm not a spice person, so in the fall, you know, I got my midnight pomegranate, I've got my black raspberry vanilla, I've got my bourbon strawberry vanilla, because to me that's a fall transition fragrance, and I also like my apple fragrances. So the best ever, by the way, at least in my opinion, in terms of apple fragrances for the fall was Suncrisp Apple Harvest. I wish Bath & Body Works would bring that back, but champagne apple and honey I think is the next best thing. So decided to pick up those two, and those will get used up in the fall. Okay, so that's it for my travel size. I also picked up 3 more of the exfoliating body scrubs from the new kind of like summer line in Pretty as a Peach. Pretty as a Peach is a great fragrance. I could use it year round. I am using up one of my scrubs that I purchased in Pink Watermelon, and it smells like the shower gel because I'm also using up the shower gel in Pink Watermelon. This exfoliating body scrub is not especially coarse. If you're looking for a coarse scrub, like their sugar scrubs or their sand scrubs, you're not gonna find that with this. However, there's definitely still a grit to it, so if you like a gritty scrub, but you feel like the sugar scrubs and the sand scrubs are too harsh or they scratch you, this is probably gonna be a better one for you. So again, I really like it. You know, I do like my harsh scrubs, but those are nice too, especially for what I paid for them. All right, next, I picked up a couple of shower gels because you guys know that I'm kind of a shower gel fiend. That's why most of the items I pick up are like shower items. I picked up 2 shower gels in the kind of like cocktails, sometime cocktails collection that recently dropped. These were 75% off when I bought them. So I have one in Lemon Drop Martini. The keynotes are lemon zest, sugar cane, and sweet cream. This smells nice. I don't know how it compares to, what was the lemon one that came out in the winter? Lemon Snowdrop? I don't know, something like that. I didn't pick that up, so I can't comment on how this compares, but if you know the difference or if they're repackaged, comment down below. I'd like to know how they compare. But yeah, Lemon Drop Martini, it smells really nice. I really like it. I think this is gonna be a one and done. I don't think I'm really gonna be pining for this in the future, so I just bought one. What I would like it to have is a little bit more zest. So it smells nice, but I think that if you're gonna call something a martini, and I'm a martini drinker, by the way, so I'm a little like, ooh, when it comes to martinis, I would expect this to have like a little bit more bite to it. Maybe a little bit more zest. Not effervescent, because a martini will not be effervescent, but yeah, I think it just needs a little bit more zest, or a little bit of like, yeah, a little bit of a bite. But still, I think it's still good, so I'm glad that I have one still. Anyway, next one, fresh coconut colada. The keynotes are coconut milk, vanilla, rum, pink hibiscus. And yeah, it smells nice. It smells like, this one smells smoother than the lemon drop martini. And yeah, it just smells like a blue coconut kind of drink. So I think that Bath & Body Works overall did a good job with this line, because I think they do smell like drinks. But yeah, like I said, I would like a little bit more zest, a little bit more like sharpness with this one. But yeah, still a one and done. I picked this up because it was 75% off. If it were 50, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But you guys know how I am with my shower gels. Okay, speaking of shower gels, the last ones, actually I have a few more. I also picked up an Endless Weekend. This one was also 75% off. This is another one where like I like it from time to time, but I don't love it all over my body all day. And yeah, so Endless Weekend is Summer Mandarin, Sun-Kissed Magnolia, Raspberry Lychee Sorbet, Blue Coconut Water, and Vanilla Sandalwood. So a whole lot of notes. I don't feel like it, honestly, I don't feel like Endless Weekend smells like much of anything that's like really identifiable. But in general, I think it's a nice summery medley of like things, I guess. So like I said, Endless Weekend, it's not something that I like lose my mind over, but from time to time in the summer, I can appreciate it. Okay, so last shower gel I picked up was Black Raspberry Vanilla. This is really the one that I kind of went all over town looking for. And the keynotes are fresh raspberries, vine ripened blackberries, vanilla orchid, creamy sandalwood, cashmere woods. This is the same Black Raspberry Vanilla that we had 10 years ago. Shout out to Bath & Body Works calling this like a new release or whatever. Like, play it, like I was using this a decade ago, please. All right, but I love the fragrance. So the keynotes have changed because it's Bath & Body Works, but it is the same fragrance as it was more than a decade ago when I was using this like at the beginning of college. So yeah, great fragrance. My husband loves it because to him it smells like blackcurrant, which is a common flavor of things in Australia. So yeah, he's really into Black Raspberry Vanilla. These were 75% off. Like I said, I had to kind of like chase this down all over town. So yeah, I got like 6 of them. So like, so yeah, got 6 of them. So here's more and more. I got a lot. I had to make it worth the gas that it took to go find these. So yeah. Okay, next I bought one fine fragrance mist in Wild Strawberry. I actually picked this one up today. So I purchased this because it is a repackage of Bourbon Strawberry Vanilla. I do have two fine fragrance mists of Bourbon Strawberry Vanilla in my backup collection. I'll be using one of them in the fall, but this is something that I really enjoy like every single year. So even though I prefer my like OG packaging, this is fine. So, you know, even though this was marketed in the beginning in, well, it came out in spring 2015. It was marketed as a summer fragrance. Like I said earlier in my video, to me, this is a fall transition. It smells like a spiced, creamy strawberry, and to me that's really nice in like September. So I tend to hold on to it until September and then I use it up. Next, I also picked up 2 hand creams, which for me is a little bit uncharacteristic, but they were 75% off and they were in fragrances I enjoy. One is Strawberry Pound Cake. I would buy more hand creams, but first of all, I think they're obnoxiously priced. The price has gone up to $6.50 on these, which is like crazy to me. But also, I know this is a very like first world problem, but I don't like the way that the packaging is set up. I know people have talked about this before, but like here I am talking about it again. I wish that this would be a flip cap. I mean, it's kind of annoying, especially when your hands are, you know, like recently moisturized, of like trying to put this back on, and also the shape of the cap I think is not that comfortable on my hands. I don't know, like it's such a weird complaint, but to me it makes sense. That's why in general I prefer these over the actual hand creams, because the hand creams used to be in this kind of packaging. So anyway, but yeah, it was 75% off, and I like strawberry pound cakes, so to me, like, I can deal with that. I also picked up one in pink chiffon. So I would have liked to find some shower gels in pink chiffon, but I just didn't. I also don't think there are any on the website. So when I saw a hand cream in pink chiffon, I decided to pick it up. So pink chiffon, it's not my favorite, but I do enjoy it from time to time. So I think that, like I said, even though hand creams are generally not my thing, I'm pretty happy about this purchase. Next, and I'm getting toward the end, I know this is kind of a longer video. Next, I made an exchange for a full-size Ultra Shea body cream. I had an exchange from the fall, and I decided to just go in and make my even exchange in At the Beach. Keynotes are white frangipani blossoms, toasted coconut, bergamot waters, sea salt breeze, sun-kissed musk. I love At the Beach, so I especially love it in the spring and summer, but really I can use it any time of year. I'm a spring and summer girl at heart. Like, hit me up with spring and summer all year long. So yeah, I can use this anytime and enjoy it. I don't think I've ever actually had a like a full-size cream in At the Beach, so I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I'm glad that I exchanged it for this. All right, last couple things I picked up. I am in a position where I still am here for nearly 3 weeks, like I said, but I just like have no soaps. Like, I have some in my backup, but I only have coconut lime verbena and pink peach blossom, and I don't want to use up only those, because then I'm gonna get tired of them, not appreciate them, whatever. And coconut lime verbena especially is very special to me, so I don't want to like put myself in that place. So I did pick up a couple of soaps just to kind of like hold me over, because I have been having this problem for like a month and a half. So I picked up, I only have one because one of them is on my bathroom sink and nearly halfway done. So I picked up 2 of these You Shine Bright Strawberry Lemon. These originally came out in the summer of 2018. I remember very specifically because that's when I moved back to the US from Australia. And I remember having this when I was kind of crashing with my mom that summer. So yeah, strawberry lemon. Keynotes are sweet strawberry sparkling lemon crystallized sugar. It smells kind of fakey to me. It is different than watermelon lemonade. But yeah, I think it's nice. It's bright, it's fun, it's fruity, so it's a good match for summer. And I do love this kind of pop art packaging. This is the same packaging that it originally came out in 2018, and I thought the packaging was fun. All right, and the last thing I picked up is actually 4 soaps. I picked these up because they were half off. I would have liked a better selection of half off soaps, but like, it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, so these are the Stay Magical Pineapple Punch. Keynotes are Juicy Mandarin, Pineapple Punch, and Lime Twist. And someone tell me if this is a repackage of something maybe from like 2016, because in the spring of 2016, Bath & Body Works actually did several pineapple fragrances. So yeah, I'm a pineapple girl, as you can see from the candle holder that I bought. I love pineapple, and I actually like the pineapple fragrances that Bath & Body Works tends to do. This to me, I don't know if I would say it's quite fakey, but like, I don't feel like it has very much depth. It just smells like sweet fruit. Like, it's a little zesty, like I can see the mandarin and the lime. But yeah, I think it's really nice, and it's fun for summer, and yeah, I can appreciate this anytime as well. So the packaging, like, whatever. But if I really have that much of a problem, I can just buy a foaming dispenser and put it in there. So that's it. All right, so that is my kind of like big in Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale haul. I really don't see myself purchasing anything else. Actually, I did see online today that there were some crisp apple soaps for like half off. They would not honor that price in store, by the way. I asked, and I've had my eye on those for like the entire sale. So I might buy some of those and ship them to Colorado. I've got a guy friend who lives in Colorado Springs, so like I might ship them to his house. I don't know, maybe, but if I purchase anything else, like that'll be it. So like I said, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. I recently changed my Instagram handle to Yellow Brick Repat, which is a person who moved abroad and came back, because, you know, it's been 2 years since I've been an expat, so I feel like I should change my name. I'll probably change it here too, by the way, but yeah, Yellow Brick Repat is my Instagram handle. I'll leave it down below. So yeah, follow me there, follow me here, and yeah, let me know if you've done any of your own hauling. I'd love to see it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.